I was gonna go to Starbucks, and I stopped, and I went, wait a minute, that would cause a huge issue if I went to Starbucks.
Really?
Well, are you not? Do you
I
drink?
was in Starbucks this morning.
Oh, you
yeah,
did?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were exclusively like. I didn't know how that worked.
Yeah.
Inner mechanisms. Of
No,
how
no,
that
no,
works.
no,
Okay.
no. My way in, I went to Starbucks.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
You recording?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, Sharon Smith, how are you, madam?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good. So you own a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts? Is that what it is?
So I used to own. I was a franchisee in Florida with my boss for probably about 10 years. We had like 8 partners, and you know how partnerships work out. They just don't work out.
Yeah.
So we basically sold the stores, but I still work for him. You know, so we sold the stores off because it just didn't work out, all the partners. And I'm still employed with the same guy that, you know, made me a franchisee.
Yeah.
So now then I used to oversee 10 stores, and he just sold off a bunch of stores in Boston. So now I'm still, overseeing, a few stores for him up until I get ready to retire.
Oh, okay.
Basically. So, I did pretty good. It was interesting. It was a good run in Florida.
Yeah.
It's totally different than New England.
So before we even start, here's my question to you. Why should people watch this? Like, what can you teach them?
What can I teach them?
Yeah.
About being a good person to people.
Okay.
Be working with people. Having fun. Team players. It's all about, making that team.
Yep.
Most employees that work for me have been with me for like 10 to 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they don't want to leave me.
That's awesome. It's funny because I remember years ago when I first started doing martial arts, the guy who was my instructor, we were just talking about kind of business stuff. And he goes, I'll never forget when somebody came up to him and they said, listen, we got to get in on this Dunkin' Donuts thing. It's when they first started blowing up and franchising.
Yeah.
I think at the time you could get, I don't remember. I'm going to say a number. It's probably wrong, but it was something ridiculous. Something like 3 stores for like 90 grand, something stupid.
Years and years. A long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And he goes, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it. He
That
said,
was
now
crazy.
to get a store, what it would cost, it's
about it.
crazy.
Yeah. Your net worth has to be in the millions
Yeah.
in order to do that, 100%.
So you started off just working at a Dunkin' Donuts.
No, I started off at a little donut shop on River Street in Waltham.
Uh-huh.
I was like, 17 years old, and like I said, I was watching the guy make the donuts one day, and I'm like, hey, let me try this, and I started making the donuts, and then from there I went to Mr. Donut on Lexington Street. Then I went to Dunkin', and then where I work now, I've been there for 40 years. I started when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I worked my way up. I was working the night shift making donuts, became the manager, general manager, franchisee, still there, it didn't work out. It should have worked out. I'd be sitting good if we kept the stores,
Yeah.
But unfortunately, what are you going to do?
So like, at what point did you say I think I could own one of these?
I was nervous when they asked me. They wanted to get me in on it. They're like, sure, we want to make you a partner in the stores in Florida.
Yeah.
They didn't want to put anybody in the Boston area, but Florida was just that market's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was nervous. I'm like, because I had to invest my money too.
They?
And I'm like,
Who's
I
they?
don't know. My boss that I work for, his son Nick and Vinny. Yeah, the people I work for, they're like, Sharon, I want to do something for you. We're gonna make you a franchisee in Florida.
Wow.
So we had it. Probably had the stores for about 10 years, and then, I got in like the 5th year in there, but then just didn't work out the partnership with the partners that were living down there. We were trying to multi-manage everything from up here.
Yeah.
Didn't work out. And then we sold it, and, I did all right, Could have did better if we kept it,
Yeah, right. How many partners was it?
8.
8 partners?
8. So, out of 8 of them, 6 of them were family. Can I say any more?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That never
Yeah,
works.
that's what happened. It's like, it's too bad, it just didn't work out,
So how much did it at the time? Well, like what year was this?
So what are we in now? So 25. So probably like 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
When we got in on it. So at that time, my boss sold shares to me. That's how it works.
Okay.
He's like, Sharon, I'm going to give you, 12% shares of these stores and 3% of that stores. At the time back then was probably about 180 just to buy the shares.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 180, and then, did pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course, Uncle Sam took most of the money,
Right. And how many stores was it?
10 stores.
10 stores.
Yeah,
and
it's crazy.
did you have to go down there and?
Yeah, I used to go down there even before I became a partner. I would go down there and work. So he's always had stores down there, too. So I would go down there, and when he needed somebody to go down there from New England to, kick some butt,
Yeah,
I'd be the one to go down there.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Very
it was
nice.
fun. Totally different animal
Yeah.
than New England.
I mean, well, New England Dunkin' Donuts is just like it's you can't walk out of a house or a building, look to the right or the left, and not see one. Well, I lived in Everett at one time.
Oh
where
yeah,
there was
yeah.
on Route 16 in
16,
Everett,
yep.
right? There was a Dunkin' across from a Dunkin'.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was insane.
Is
They were
it
literally-
still there?
Yeah, yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
It's still there.
No, it's not there.
No?
Where it was, they were literally.
A Dunkin' across. Yeah.
Oh, like
Right,
in
yeah.
the same.
They
Same
were right
area on
across. No, one
16.
was going Route 16 west and one
Uh-huh.
was going Route 16 east. But they were literally like you walked out of the door
And you
of
could
one,
see it?
and it was right. It was right there. It wasn't like, off to the right. Off. It was.
It's.
It was
Yeah.
straight ahead.
No,
It
that's
was right
crazy.
there.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, in
unreal.
Cambridge we had this. So we own the one right in Fresh. Not me. My boss owns Fresh Pond, Cambridge.
Yeah.
And we own the one that was across the street. He sold it last year, but he had one right across the street from each other. We had the same thing going on. And on the other side of in Fresh Pond by Trader Joe's, we had one, and then we have one that if you're coming out of Boston, one going into Boston,
Yeah.
across the street from each other.
But now, don't franchises usually do like a radius type of thing where they're like, oh,
yeah.
within certain-
Duncan said like this is your territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, a certain amount of radius. I think they kind of did away with that right now. Like this is like Belmont is like my territory. Before, like if I own a store in Belmont, that would be your area. Now they allow a certain amount of miles. They let somebody else come in and
Yeah.
build a store. Do that. But they kind of get away from that a little bit right now.
So that's how you can put one across the street from
yeah,
another one.
yeah.
Now, if you do
Well,
that,
you had to do that. If not, somebody else would.
right? Oh, okay. So normally those are owned by the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if not, you would lose. Somebody else would come in and do it.
Yeah.
But it's like downtown Boston, every corner.
Right.
It's crazy. Starbucks started doing that a little bit too, but that just hurt them.
Yeah.
You know.
What type of on a daily basis? Like how many donuts are you making? How much coffee are you doing? How much money's coming in? Like how many customers?
It depends on the volume of the store. Like the store in Fresh Pond right now, they probably sell about 400 donuts a day.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee, iced coffee in New England is your biggest thing. You're probably doing about 2,400. Medium iced coffee is your biggest thing.
A day?
A day, money wise, can be anywhere between $4,000 and $7,000, depending on the day and depending on the weather. Everything runs. It runs on. If it's good weather, it's sunny out, people are out. Traffic flow is gonna come in. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we sell donuts are good. Sandwiches are huge right now.
Yeah.
Dunkin', they just they cannibalize everything in a way if you think about it. Back in the day when I started, it was just coffee and donuts.
Right.
Then they bring all this stuff in, the sandwiches and you name it, all the fancy drinks. They had to keep up with everything. But, I think, in a way, it's nuts. Especially with a drive-through store.
Yeah.
You got people that come in there and it's like, my boss says, like, Sharon, drive-thru's not moving. I mean, people are ordering $30, $40 worth of stuff in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
How you gonna move it?
Yeah.
And I hate that. Then my friends, they'll be out at another drive-thru, Dunkin' Donuts, calling me up. Sharon, I'm in this drive-thru today, and this person. I'm like, listen, I don't work at that Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I mean? I don't run that store. I don't work for them. I work.
What
in
are you
Cambridge.
gonna do? Like make the people who are in the drive?
Exactly. Oh my God. When I'm in the car with my friends and we get to a drive-thru, they're like, she works at. I'm like, listen, why do you got to tell people I work at Dunkin' Donuts? It's crazy.
What's your coffee order? I'm curious. Like when you're at work or you're going, like, what do you get?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, what?
Like at Dunkin' Donuts, like what's your coffee order? Like your go-to?
For me?
Yeah.
I'll just have a small French vanilla with cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I was nervous. I take it just.
I'm not an
black.
iced coffee drinker. I'm a hot coffee. And like I said, I do go to Starbucks. And I went there this morning. My order at Starbucks on my way in is a tall hot caramel latte.
There you go.
You
No,
know?
I was getting.
So-
I hate.
So I love cappuccino and I love,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No, because I always get mad when people who work in coffee and they say I just take it black. I'm like, what are you doing?
no, I get French vanilla.
Okay, good. Thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
You
French
no,
vanilla.
you don't drink black coffee.
Not really. I always add a little something. I don't like go crazy. I don't turn it into like a dessert.
No,
no.
no.
As I turn my thing away, I'm like, no, I can't get
Yeah,
those
yeah.
either. No, okay, straight up. As someone who's in this world, what is the most common order, even from back in the day? What's the most common order? I think I know it, but I want to see if.
Oh,
wait,
great.
actually, I'm going to say it and you tell me if it's right. Is it a medium hot, regular?
Yeah, well, I say iced coffee in New
Iced
England.
coffee?
Iced coffee.
Really? Okay.
Iced coffee. So I've been doing this 40 years. I'd say for the last 20 years, iced coffee. Back in the day, 20 years ago, hot coffee was your biggest thing. Iced coffee was never big.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if it's because generation of people,
Yeah.
but now it's like iced coffee. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Medium iced coffee, caramel swirl, all right, with cream, all right? That's the big thing. Caramel swirl is your biggest selling iced coffee.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
There's this fun old school. I should have brought it. It was the Quincy store, and it was a video from like the 80s or
First
like the
ever
70s.
Dunkin' Donuts.
The first ever one, but it looked like an old school diner. Like there was like people sitting at the high top, and they had like the coffee pot, and they were like walking around like refilling people, and like people reading their newspaper and stuff, and it was really cool to see. Anyways,
back in the day, that's when I started. When I started in Cambridge, you know, we had it was like a W shape front counter. People would come in, you get the mug of coffee. That's when I started. I was making the donuts.
Can you imagine?
Did you know the time to make the donuts?
Yeah, Fred. Yeah, I met him.
Really?
So I met him at Channel 2 auction. We had to go there.
It was way before.
I don't even know what
you're talking about.
When I was
yeah,
younger,
forget
there was
it.
the commercial for Dunkin' was like this dude Fred, and
Yeah,
he would
Fred,
just get
yep.
up and be like, "Time to make the donuts." That was like the thing. So everyone that was their saying, "Time to make the donuts."
Yeah,
Really?
you would see him getting up, and he'd be walking. He'd be like, "Oh, it's time to make the donuts."
I
That
equate
was a
Dunkin'
famous
Donuts with the
commercial.
Patriots or the Red Sox. Like
Because
when growing up, like
Dude, they sponsor everything.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because, you know, so Dunkin' was the first, right? Then Starbucks came in. Then now you have on every corner you see like a
Tate.
yeah,
it
like
was
a custom
Cafe Nero.
Yeah, like one of those.
That's crazy.
But still, Dunkin's still killing it.
yeah.
People are like, yeah, I like that fancy coffee, but I'm still gonna hit Dunkin' no matter
Because
what.
you know why? It's consistent. It's consistent. It's
yeah.
the familiarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
But it's super consistent. I wonder why it's so crazy and big out here, but in other parts of the country,
Mm-hmm.
it isn't necessarily. It's like if
Yeah,
you say
that's a
to
good
somebody
question.
like Dunkin', they're like, "Oh, I think there's a Starbucks or whatever over there."
Like California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Massachusetts, it's like, again, you look to the right, you look
Every
to the
corner.
Left. Yeah.
Why do you think that?
You think about California. You know, it's like we said about cafes. California, I've been to California a few times. A lot of cafes, different mentality out there. But when they did open up Dunkin's out there, it was crazy. The people lined up overnight. You know, those people were the crazy people. You know why? Because they're from New England. My friend of mine I grew up with, he lived in San Diego. He's like, "Oh, I can't wait for the Dunkin' to open." He was one of the fools that were in line all night waiting. I'm like, "Oh my God, for a Dunkin' Donuts." He's like, "Yep, I got my dunks." That's crazy.
I know. It definitely. I do think it's like a nostalgia factor here in this region. I think that definitely does anchor it in.
What it started here, Quincy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think about that. You know what's a huge Dunkin'? It's always been for years.
What?
The one right on Main Street here in Waltham.
Really?
Even the volume wise, crazy. I don't know now, but over the years, that place was like one of the biggest stores.
It's the worst parking lot.
Oh yeah.
It's so annoying to come in and out.
Yeah.
She's like, I know.
I know that place. All right, trust me. All right.
How's it work to get a Dunkin' franchise? Because I know for McDonald's, their big thing is like McDonald's
Within.
and they're like more like a real estate thing. Their whole thing is like, we'll buy the land and then you're paying us rent and stuff for the franchisees. So like, what is it for Dunkin'? Like, do you have to what type of square footage do you need?
Well, Dunkin' now they want people that are already involved in Dunkin'.
Oh,
You know what I mean? So it's more like, you would have to we one time, we had a guy, he was a Cambridge cop, and he always saw me and my boss's son were out and about, and he's like, this guy Brand, his name is Brand. He's like, I'm interested in Dunkin', so he's like, we'll set up an appointment. You come talk to my father. Nick said, my boss's son, he came to the office and started talking. He goes, I know a great spot. I know the land. And then they ended up partnering up and became a partner. And then from there, he just grew with Dunkin'. It's always, it's not like just like me and you, we weren't working Dunkin's and we just walk in and be like, hey, want to start a franchise? That's very difficult. It's easier with a franchisee if you get in with somebody,
I see.
within.
So
That's
like, I
how
would
you
need to
do
get
it.
in with you or
Exactly.
your boss.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. How much money do I need to get in?
Oh, it's up there, I'm sure. Now for a Dunkin' on the market,
Yeah.
I say anywhere, depending on the store, the size, 600,000 to $1 million or whatever.
Really?
Close. 600 depends on the store. There might be a little store, but you don't want to buy a store that the worth is like under 600,000. It wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah. I mean, has there been a Dunkin' that I can't think of a Dunkin' that's failed? I can't think of driving by and being like, oh, that used to be a Dunkin'. Think
Yeah,
about it.
no.
Like,
No.
No.
No. They may relocate it.
Yeah.
I know a few that I know one. Or
I know
two
in
that may
recent years
relocate.
they've been huge on their renovations.
Yeah.
Like, cause
exactly.
especially like with like work and stuff, like they do like the grand openings, and first 100 people get free coffee every day for a year. Like they're huge on renovating them now.
Oh yeah, You know why too? The tap system.
Yes.
Yeah, that tap system became huge.
Is it
you know
easier?
why? Like I just said, iced coffee.
Yeah.
It's because I think the iced coffee's better
Yeah.
because it's refrigerated. Before it was just in the back counter, wasn't refrigerated.
Yeah.
I think the product is a lot better now because
Yeah.
they knew what they were going for.
Yeah.
Dunkin's smart.
Yeah, it makes
know what I mean?
sense. It makes the process way quicker. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
do you have to do a Dunkin', what type of training program do you
So even to become a franchisee, they'll put you through a class.
Yeah.
So there is Dunkin' University,
Yeah.
Dunkin' class. You have to go through that whole thing. Like they're very strict.
And what do they teach you?
Everything from operation. You got to learn. Like you just can't be a franchisee. Just like, oh, I'm gonna own this Dunkin' and just collect the money every day. They make you learn everything. You got to learn about making the coffee, making the sandwich, to the money, what's made, to productions, to scheduling, everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's important.
And how much do you have to pay them as far as a franchise fee?
Well, you're paying fees to them anyways.
Yeah.
To Dunkin'.
Like percentages? Like,
Oh yeah. And I don't know now what it is. Advertising fees. That could be 4 or 5%. Weekly off of your sales.
God damn.
To use their name for them to do advertisement. You do pay fees for that.
Yeah.
It's like any business.
Yeah.
For them to run the company.
What was the longest you were in one store for?
Working
And being a franchise owner.
So that would be Florida. Well, Florida would be like you said. We had it. I was a franchisee for 5 years in Florida, but the store that I'm in now, where my office is, we opened that in '92. But I float around to other stores.
Yeah.
But that's like my main store.
That's like your home base?
Oh, my home base is right in Fresh Pond with the drive-through. I never forget that day. So yeah. So I think July of '92. Yeah.
Is
July of
there
92.
is there like a customer story in that store that you always think of? Like, is there a person that you see every single day?
There's some I don't see no more.
Oh,
Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. So in Cambridge, everywhere I go, every store I've gone, even Florida, not as much, but here, like in Fresh Pond, everybody knows me.
Yeah.
I'm like the mayor over there.
Is there something that comes to mind, like right off the bat?
There's one lady I can remember, like, Katie, her name was, and she would, she was like a poor thing. You know what I mean? I used to be making the donuts at nighttime, and she would come knocking at the door. She would literally drink like 5 iced coffees large. I'm like, hey, have all you want, all right?
Yeah.
She would come in and just hang out with me overnight. And I'd be making the donuts. I let her talk, give her some iced coffee. Nice woman.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her in years. She's probably passed, but
Yeah.
there's quite a few. A lot of people, a lot of homeless people. Like become friends. They all know me. Like a few weeks ago, my boss was going to Florida. He's like, Sharon, this guy on the stopping the drive-through begging, but he said he knows you. I'm like, well, which one was it? All right. Oh yeah, we got a lot of different people.
Yeah.
That we've became friends or whatever and helped out.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of employees.
I love when I see the older guys hanging out at a Dunkin'
bro.
Donuts.
Oh,
It
my
makes me so
God.
happy.
If you want to
Oh
pick up
my
an old man,
God.
go to a Dunkin' on a Sunday morning.
No, literally, yeah. And they're
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
they're,
Oh, my
but they're
God.
having such a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. So we have a store in Medford on Main Street. That still goes on over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the one in Cambridge, I'm telling you, for like a good 20, 30 years, it's like maybe there's one left, and it's so sad. You know what I mean? It's like they would come every day. Then they started golfing across the street at the Fresh Pond Golf Course. And like they're coming in before they golf, but it's just like down to like 1 or 2 now.
Oh, that
Every
breaks my
once in a
heart.
while they come in, but it's like you just grow with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know.
It's like it's same with the employees.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
how I know I'm not supposed to ask. How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
60. I just
60.
turned 60.
And you said you've been doing this for 40 years.
So yeah.
Is-
So like where I work, I've been there 40 years. My anniversary just came up.
So this is all you've done.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I've only done donuts. It's funny, and I've had opportunities to do other things over the years.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just like what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love the people I work with. I love the people. I love the customers.
Uh-huh.
Boss once in a while, we'll see.
Yeah.
Like any boss, they drive you crazy.
Yeah.
But I love the people.
So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Waltham. As a matter of fact, I was just on my way up. I was telling him, this parking lot here,
Yeah.
we used to play hockey and baseball in this parking lot.
Really?
Yeah. So I grew up I was born on the south side, grew up on the west end, Prospect Hill, up the hill.
Yeah.
And this park used to be an A&P supermarket here when I was a kid. So we used to play baseball, street hockey, right here in this spot.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Where this building is.
So, and you grew up here, and then you just went for that first job, and you happened to work at a dump?
I grew up, my parents were great. They were sick growing up, and, I just knew it. I said, I'm just going to take care of my family. I'm not going to stop. That's how I felt, and that's and I did it. I did it all the way to the end for them, I just started making donuts, working hard.
How old were you when you started working?
So it's probably, I always babysat, delivered newspapers around here.
Yeah.
10 years old, just, doing something, nonstop. And then started working at the donut shop, like I said, and that was it. And then just started making donuts and then put myself to Newberry College, culinary arts, restaurant management while I was making donuts overnight. But I just liked what I was doing, and I really liked the people. The overnight was rough. I did the overnight for about, probably about 15 years.
Yeah.
Then I came on the morning shift. One day my boss came to me. He's like, oh, Sharon, I need you. He was having problems with his partners. All right. He's like, oh, I need you to come over. We're going to take over this store right now. So I did that. I stopped making donuts, started working in the daytime, running the store, running his office with him, and then just overseeing all his stores. Like when I started with him, he had 2 stores, and then he ended up opening 20 total, 10 in Florida and 10 here.
Wow.
Yeah, so I grew, I helped him, and we grew together.
Yeah.
And then 40 years, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a long time. And then I just didn't stop working. I knew I liked it, and I went back to school while I was working nights. And I'm just like, I just got to do what I got to do. Hustle. Took care of my family, like I said, my mother and father,
Yeah.
Everybody around me, and I love the people I work with, a lot of people from different countries. Some people have bad stories, and whatever I can do to help people, that's what I'd like to do.
That's awesome. So would you consider him like your mentor?
I've learned a lot from him.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
100%.
And
over life, you know what I mean? Like I learned, to cut the paper towel in the kitchen at home in half so I can save money. But it's true. It's true. No, it is true. The lights, turn the lights off. But it's so true. Like, we all pick on him about it, but it's like, to this day, it's like he didn't become what he is.
Yeah.
This big rich guy, just being that. He knew it, he's from old school, you know what I mean? And
turn off those damn lights.
Yeah. Turn the lights off, turn the heat down.
Like,
to this day, even this morning,
business.
it's like, all right.
Use half as many paper towels. You don't need that much.
Exactly, all right? Don't empty that trash if it's not empty, all right?
It's so true, but it's
but
true.
if you think about it, and then whatever I've learned from him, and then I try to, younger kids that come work for me, I try to have like, guys, you got to save money. What are you going to do? You can't stay here forever. I try to mentor them. And I think I do. I think I do a good job of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have left me that, have great jobs now or other things, they all come back to see me.
Yeah.
It's like unbelievable.
My father used to, from his job, he used to work at a factory, and he would come home with boxes of, like the paper, like when you go into a bathroom and like that hard ass paper.
Yeah.
It was like toilet paper, but it was like that material.
Yeah.
So my entire childhood was wiping my ass with the hardest work. The second I became an adult and I had a little bit of fuck you money,
you're like Charmin Ultra Soft.
I got the softest. And when my parents came over the house, I was like, listen, this is what I'm spending my money on because of you.
Yeah.
Nice, soft ass. I want you to take a shit right now. And wipe your ass.
Go try it.
Yeah.
Go see what we were missing out on.
Oh my God. He would come home with boxes of the stuff. And I remember my sister and I would be like, as soon as we become adults, we're going to buy the most softest toilet paper. That was my big thing.
Yeah.
That was my big splurge.
Oh my, but that's funny because we have an office up at the store and my boss, him and his wife, they order like Costco's or something, they'll deliver it, and his son, one of his sons, would be like, "I'm not using that toilet paper.
Yeah.
I need the Charmin, I need the extra soft."
Hell
it's
yeah,
like a
man.
big thing in the office, even to this day. It's like I'm not using that toilet paper.
Once you go soft, you never go back. Forget that nonsense.
Sorry, I was gonna say, what's your favorite donut? I know you
Okay,
probably don't eat them
so-
anymore,
Yeah.
but I'm saying
Here's my thing.
back in the day.
Oh, back in the day, I was basic. It was, well, what do you call it now? Glazed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
glazed.
yeah.
Honey dip, it used to be. I was very basic. With that, honey, I'm not a chocolate guy.
Yeah.
So I would be honey dip or like the honey dip that had like the frosting and the sprinkles on them. It was kind of the most basic one. I didn't really like the donuts that have like the jelly in it or anything like that.
Yeah, filled donuts. No.
Yeah, I'm not a big. But
Glaze is like popular. That's like one of my favorites.
That's a go-to. I love the maple frosted.
It's no way, huh?
It doesn't get enough love.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
yeah.
You know what? It doesn't. And
Oh
I'm
my
happy
God.
because it's always there when I want it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that I sound so fat right now. That freaking a coffee roll is underrated. People
Yeah,
really
it's
get
true,
coffee
it's
rolls.
true,
It's
yeah.
a glorified like cinnamon bun with like a glaze.
Yeah,
on top. It's so good.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. No,
anyways.
you're right. You know, it's so funny about the maple frosted donut. That's like a tough donut. It's like it's either it goes all day or we don't sell any. It's like weird. It's like
Do
but you have to have
pancakes?
it.
do I like pancakes?
Yeah.
I like pancakes.
With like maple syrup,
yeah.
then you'll like that. That's what it tastes like.
I don't eat maple. I like glazed donut too. That's why I go.
Glazed donuts are great, but try maple frosted one day. Get one for the kids and take a bite.
So I have a thing with donuts.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had a donut that I ate one, but I love them. And so donuts are the one food that I can, I'm like a health psycho. So
That's
they're the one food that if you came in here with a box of them, I have the ability to open the box, smell that deliciousness, and for some reason that is the equivalent of me eating it. Like I'm like after I smell it, I'm like,
No
all right, I'm
way.
good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
No.
I don't know why.
No.
Donuts are the only food I can
Have
do that
you
with.
ever seen that? We're getting real New England. Like, have you had a Market Basket donut?
In my life, probably, but again, I couldn't even tell
All right.
you.
So when they open up the one up here,
Yeah.
you know, I said, all right, let me go get the glazed donut.
Yeah.
All right. It's so funny you're saying that now because that's what's going to be my next thing. So, yeah, I came one Sunday morning. I'm like, all right, I got to go in that Market Basket, get the glazed donut. We try. It's good, but I got something better.
Okay.
So they just opened up a big Y
Okay.
supermarket out by me.
Okay.
There's no line. They're building this drive-through on the go like Dunkin' Donuts out in Uxbridge near me. And I'm nosy. Like I like to go places. I went in there one day like, let me check this place out. Talking to the guy building the store, the electrician, right? And with him, it's like, oh, it's an interesting store. And I told him my story, who I was, this and that. Just like, hey, how you doing? So I was telling about the donuts in the supermarket too. And the guys are doing the construction. I go in there. Donut is unbelievable.
At
The
the big Y?
Y is like, I turned my brother onto it last weekend.
Is
and
it
my
just like a
roommate.
glaze, like a normal?
Just a glazed donut. It's
Okay.
huge.
Okay.
It's to die for. Like
All
I
right.
listen, I'm trying to be healthy lately before the holidays. I'm like, I'm not going
No,
back
I'm
there.
taking all this in.
I'm not
Like,
going
yeah,
back
like-
there, but you
yeah.
have to try it. So
Okay.
this day that I was talking to the guy a few weeks ago, I bought some donuts.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I brought them over to the people building the Dunkin' Donuts. You know, I'm like, you guys got to try these donuts.
Yeah, you're like, they're not good.
I was like, they thought I was crazy. They're
Yeah.
like, oh my God. He's like, it's so true.
And they're that good.
Oh my God. They're
All right, I'm going
that
to take
good.
your word for it.
Oh, yeah. yeah.
No,
I think it's better than Market Basket. Market Basket's good.
You know what it is? Because they're huge, but they're
Huge.
light.
Okay, well, I was about to go into my other donut thing. I have such a weird relationship with donuts. You know how like there's all those fancy donut shops and like it's like they have this thing now where we're just gonna like
Shove whatever
just
in it.
load them up and make
Yeah,
it
yeah,
huge,
yeah,
and people
yeah.
love that shit. For me, I'm like when it comes to a donut, the again, just give me basic like the more shit on it.
Yeah,
I tried
yeah.
those.
No
and
way.
I'm like it's like
Like
too
maple bacon
Yeah,
donut.
yeah.
Like
It's
Union Square.
It's
He's
Yes.
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
I'm like
they're
I
growing.
shouldn't be heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It should
yeah.
be like nice and
Yeah.
light. I have such a weird relationship
Yeah.
when it comes to donuts.
Airy and I never had Mr. Donut.
So Mr. Donuts there, years ago, like that's where I started. I was making a Mr.
Yeah.
Donut. We used to have a place on Lexington Street. There was one in Watertown on Main Street. They were all right.
Never had. I grew
They
up with.
just Dunkin' just
Yeah.
swallowed them up.
Oh yeah, I grew up with like Cane's Donuts.
But there's
Yeah.
a buddy of mine runs the one in Saugus.
That's the one I grew up going
No,
to.
yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. My buddy's the manager up there.
Oh yeah, I like Cane's.
I
mean,
tried it once. Just like Union Square. Like, I'm a nut.
Yeah.
I'll go anywhere to try like a good cappuccino or a good
Yeah.
donut, like no matter what. That's what I do on my time off.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I've done Union Square. In the beginning, I was nuts, but like you said, just too much.
Yeah, too much going on.
You know, yeah.
It's
I
not
just,
worth it.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm like
frosted
a
flakes
glazed
on it
person.
and shit. And
Oh no, I think I'd like that. That sounds good actually.
No,
That's a good idea.
But that's like
that's
one
a
of
really good
many,
idea.
What?
Oh my God! Call someone a corporate a cereal partnership with donuts.
Okay, so I was in California.
That's a great.
I was in California actually earlier this year, and we were in this place called the Blue. What the hell was it called? The Blueberry or the Blue Jam? This restaurant. They had French toast, right?
Okay.
The outside part was Frosted Flakes,
Oh my God.
and instead of syrup, it was a white like glaze.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
That's a gluttony they talk about in the Bible.
It was
It's nuts. That's
one
crazy.
of the best diabetes breakfasts
Yeah.
I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
so good.
but no, hear this, Dunkin' Corporate. Hear this, marketing 101. Ready? You get 3 cereals, okay? And get the brand, like collab with Kellogg's here. You do like a Frosted Flake.
Why are you pointing to the camera?
Because
Point to Sharon.
Well, no, Sharon's, I want Dunkin' Corporate to hear this. This is
She
my.
met Fred.
It's my idea, but Sharon is gonna
I'm gonna go
co-sign
back
this
and
with
make
me.
it. I'm gonna go
Yes.
make one and send you a picture.
Do a glazed donut, okay? A normal glaze, but you crush the Frosted Flakes on it because a Frosted Flake
Yeah.
is just a cornflake with like sugar, okay? Glazed donut. Then do Cocoa Puffs on a chocolate frosted. Okay, you like this?
Yeah.
Then do a cinnamon toast crunch one. Make that like a
Oh my God,
like the
that
coffee
would be
roll with the
crazy.
cinnamon toast crunch.
A Fruity
On the
Pebbles
maple
one, too.
A
frosted
Fruity Pebbles
even.
one with on the strawberry frosted.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
go. Whoosh.
My idea,
Yeah.
10%. My idea. Anyway, Sharon, we'll talk after.
Okay, here's a real question. Like, let's say you had an idea for something like that. Like, who do you talk to have them
You
try
know,
it out?
They have, different departments, but they have to go through a big testing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But nothing says you can't go and do whatever you want and be creative in your store. So one of my boss's son, he owns a store in Woburn, and he does that. He does things on coffee rolls. He does things on donuts. Like he's very creative. He does them, and it's just like people love him.
So you
in the
can do like
neighborhood.
your own kind
You
of.
can do your own thing. Like I could bring cornflakes in and put some on a donut and call that the manager special.
Yeah, the banana cream pie donut right now, it's like trending. It's in some Dunkin' Donuts, but it's not in all of them. Like I think,
some people will make something different.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
a banana cream pie donut. Yeah, I'm in tune with this stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
like, I keep up.
Listen, I'm on your side now. We're going into the holidays. I got to take it easy. I'm on the fruit kick right now. Fruit and salad right now.
So when you're making donuts in the oven, like, what does that entail? Like, are you like?
So that back in the day, so it's just, you had a fryer later.
Yeah.
You would make the dough, use the mixer, and then and the funny thing is when I did get hired by my boss, he's like, all right, you're a woman. I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, well, meet me at the store in Main Street. Well, he wanted to make sure that I could lift up the bowl. You know what I mean? The heavy bowl. I'm like, all right. Get in there. Yep, I can pick the dough up. He's all right, you're hired. All right, it was good.
That's it. That was it.
You got the fry later. You a cake donut, you just cut it, put it in the fry layer. Anything yeast, like a glazed donut, you would have to proof it. So you would cut it, put it in the proofer, whatever, like a half hour, 45 minutes. Then you would fry it, and then like the glaze, you would have your glazer right next to it. You would put on a stick, and you would just like glaze it. So now we have there's a big kitchen in Medford where we get our donuts now. Like I've been in there. I go in there once in a while, just check them out and talk to them over there. Yeah. So they have big machines. So the dough comes down, it cuts it, goes through a fryer later, then it goes through the glazer. So that's, basically the process. And they got people that fill the jelly.
Yeah.
But do some stores, do they make their donuts in-house now, or do they all get outsourced?
I think the guy in Alston, he used to work for us, as a matter of fact, Benny O'Mead. I think he has Just Bake on Demand where he can bake them in the store. I'm almost positive he does.
That's cool.
There might be a few stores. Alston, go up through right by before Channel 2 used to be there.
Yeah. Well,
West
think about it. It's a whole operation because like they deliver the donuts at like 4 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Think about it, every single day, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Imagine some guy calls out sick.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, the
Like,
kitchen. Yeah, they got a lot of people in the kitchen. There's a big kitchen they just built. I don't know if it's in Canton or somewhere, but different sections of New England. There's different CMLs, they call them, that make the donuts for everybody.
Yeah. Well, the headquarters is right here, right? In Needham or
Canton.
Canton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So nothing's
And they
going
make
bad
it,
over
and
here.
they have like a certain amount of like a certain region that they deliver to. Is that how it works?
Oh yeah, for here. But Florida, that's interesting. So Florida, here, I think, your coffee and your coffee is your biggest business in New England. Florida was donuts.
Yeah.
You sell so many donuts in Florida. I couldn't even tell you right now.
Really?
Probably tripled what you sell in New England.
Really?
Oh yeah, Florida. I mean,
Wonder
New
why.
Englanders, I mean, so Florida people, you think about Florida.
Okay.
How many fast food places on every corner?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You got Popeyes, Checkers, whatever. They're just like a different animal in Florida
Yeah.
than you are in New England. We have our own stuff in New England, obviously, but down there, the donuts were crazy.
Really?
It's not coffee. Coffee is a New England business.
Yeah.
Florida is donuts.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's insane. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep an eye out the next time. It's like a donuts line. Everyone's getting donuts.
For real. So what is like a typical day for you? You get up and what do you do?
For me, my typical, well, I barely sleep. All right? My brain don't stop, all right? Everybody's like, you sure you're going to retire? I'm like, yeah. So, maybe, I say in 7 years, but probably 5 years, I'll go out. I don't know what, I got to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm not a person that stays still. So a typical day, I get up, probably like around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, check my phone. Stores are open. I got the cameras on my phone. I kind of will look at the cameras and be like, oh, what's going on? I'll send a little message to each person working, like, hey, good morning, kind of like a coach.
Yeah.
Never be negative first thing in the morning. I try to be positive with everybody, unless there's a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that. All right, I'm not going to lie. All right, people think I'm nuts, but I only like at home. All right, this is big. So I only drink Taster's Choice jar coffee, a half a cup of coffee at home with my little teeny powdered Hostess donuts, just 2 every day. I can't change my way. It's so weird. My mother did the same thing. It's just strange. So I have my 2 little. At nighttime if I get home, I don't have my powdered donuts. Like, oh my god, I gotta go to the store.
So
I need it for the morning.
It's 1988 in your house.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Seriously.
I love that though.
Yeah,
I love
so I
it.
get up in the morning. Oh, my little doggies. I put little doggies out. And then I have my half a cup of coffee, 2 little powdered donuts. Then I'll go outside, have horses. I go feed the horses because I need that cold air to wake me up.
Oh,
It's like,
cool.
oh yeah. So I
What
go
kind of horses
outside.
do you have?
I got 2. I got a little pony. He's very old, and an Appaloosa. She's old too. I've been in Douglas for 20 years. I'm a city girl that became country.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. Now out there, they're like when I first moved out there, like. Nothing against rednecks, but they'd be like, they're like, I remember my neighbor one day was like giving me a hard time about something. I'm like, all right, listen. All right, I'm like, just so you know, I am from the city. All right, so I'm not going to tolerate
I'm gonna
this.
tell
all
you
right?
one time.
And that is it. And after that, it was all over. All right, it was good. We're friends now. All right, trust me. All right, I had to set him straight. Oh my God, it's tough. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love they have horses though. So you go out every morning. You let
Every
the cold air
morning,
hit
I'm
you.
out there 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:15. They're screaming for me too. Trust me. It's like
Really?
they know, So I have a roommate, so she does the afternoons. In the summertime, I'll do them. Like when I pull in, they're like screaming, "Feed me!" And they do the same thing. As soon as I put that light on, or they hear the coffee machine, like their ears are so sensitive.
Yeah.
When I make that hot coffee there, the hot water to make my cup of coffee, they're already got their head out the stall. Like, come on, let's
Wow.
go. Oh yeah. So I feed them, do my little routine, get in the house, take a shower, boom, get on the road 5:30. Get on the phone, I'll start calling, the stores. Hey, what's going on, guys? Boom, everything all right? That's it, Then I'll start listening to some music or something once in a while. But mostly I'm on the phone a lot.
I'm curious. I just want to know what's like your music taste. Like, what do you jamming out to?
I love everything.
I mean, come on, you're talking
I
to
go
radio
to,
guys. We gotta know.
I go to pop rock. I go to old time vinyls. I go to friggin' classic. I do everything.
Beautiful.
I just click around.
Beautiful.
Hold on. At
like
what point
everything.
did you say, I'm going to get some horses?
Yeah.
What made you move out there, first of all, and say,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
love
embrace the
everything.
bumpkin lifestyle?
I just nonstop. I just scan the radio. I scan. I love you guys. I love everybody. I do my 10:30. I do my AM, my news, traffic in the morning. But mostly but I'm on the phone mostly. You know what I mean? Sometimes I try not to be on the phone. My roommate, she likes to call me up. I'm like, listen, I don't want to talk politics. All right, I just left the house. It's too early in the morning for you to tell me the news. All
Watching
right?
the news, yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, I got a few people. Even a buddy of mine. It's like he'll get me on the way home. I'm like, listen, I gotta put the radio on. I can't do
Do you
this.
ride the horses?
We used to.
You used to, yeah, back in the store.
He's back. Probably the past 8 years. No.
Okay.
So we used to have 4 horses at one time. 3 of them got old. 2 got sick. They had to be put down. Lightning right now. She's blind in one eye. Horses they don't like to be ridden. Just so you know.
Really?
Oh, they hate it. You gotta literally baby them before you even get on them. Brush them, baby them, and then all right, I'll take you for a ride. Halfway out, you can take your hands off. They'll take you right back home.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
I only rode a horse once when I was a kid, but I've been dying to do it. I'm horrified.
No way.
What are you horrified
Yeah.
about?
Christopher Reeves, it's just stuck in my head. What happened to him?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was like a polo player. That's different.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Yeah, don't get a wild one. Just
I know.
We were
Accidents happen.
We went to Yellowstone over the summer, and me and my entire family rode horses. My son, he's 6. The minimum age was 8. I was just remember, you're 8 years old. They gave him this massive freaking horse, but they're so well. I mean, this place was like really
well trained.
Yeah, well trained. And this horse, they were just like, they knew the route that they were supposed to go. They said sometimes if they pull off to eat or something, just, if they're pulling off to the left, pull to the right. If they're pulling off to the right, pull to the left. If you want them to stop, pull up. If you want them to go, give them a little kick. And my 6-year-old, on a horse that was the same size as I was riding, rode it like nothing. Yeah, horses are freaking amazing. I love horses.
I saw wild horses once in Puerto Rico. That was
way.
Was
I did too. I've been to Puerto Rico.
Beautiful.
I saw them
sight.
there. Yeah.
A
Is there
wild
an
horse.
island?
Yeah, Vieques.
Yeah. My brother goes there all the time.
Yeah, can you imagine wild horses?
Wild, yeah. It's
That's
crazy. He
insane.
sent me
Don't
pictures.
ride that.
No, don't even. They literally don't even go near them.
You can't go. Yeah.
At what point did you say, let's get some horses?
So my roommate, she's always been into horses.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So, she had a pony,
Yeah.
and then all right, we got to get another horse to go with the pony. So she's the one that got me into it, you know what I mean? So I met my roommate through another friend,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I was like, I think it's good to get out of the city life a little bit and stop behaving. I was a little wild, I ain't gonna lie. Working hard, but I got, you know what's funny? So when I did the overnight, I was a well-tuned, behaved person.
Yeah.
Once they put me in daytime, I was like, oh my God, this is a totally different life. I was like, all right, so a little while for a few years, then I'm like, I gotta calm down.
How is that transition from
Night shift?
not night shift? Well, that too, but like going from like living in like more of an urban area to where you are now. Because whenever I go up to like New Hampshire or somewhere, I'm always like, I like it here. It's peaceful. It's calm. But I'm from the city too. Like I don't know if I could do this full time. Yeah. So, what was that switch for you?
It was tough.
Yeah,
very tough, especially food.
Yeah,
the restaurants, like they don't out in the suburbs and stuff, like they just you don't get the food you get when you're closer to Boston. That was like my biggest beef.
You can't trust any of the Google reviews. Like this place is phenomenal. Yeah. It's fantastic, and it's like you go and you're like, who the hell is cooking this? You know what I mean? But yeah,
no, I mean that was a big factor. I mean,
yeah,
forget about it. It just took time, and then I just enjoyed. Yeah, I have 3 acres of land.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So we had chickens. I had a lot of chickens over the years. Finally, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done getting wiped out.
Yeah.
I can't beat the wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The coyotes.
We've always had chickens, all right?
Yeah.
But I think I just, over the years and grown, when I was younger, so I've been there 20 years now, so let's think back. So I got in the 40s. The first 5 years was difficult. But after that, it just grew on me. And I'm like, I enjoy the peacefulness. I enjoy having people come out there. A lot of friends and family I grew up with, they loved it. Like, oh, Sharon, this is great out here. You know what I mean? Something different.
Yeah.
So it took time. And you know what it is, too, was the ride. So the ride was what bothered me the most. So you think about it, Mass Pike. I got different ways. I go Mass Pike, Route 16. I can take 128 to 109. Like, I have my different routes. And all my different routes, I got different friends that live in different places. Like, Ashland. I'm like, let me stop by my buddy's house. Let me stop by my friends. So that's what I would be like. But then when we had the Florida store, so for all those years, it was like constant, like on the phone, either with work or with friends. You know what I mean? It's a good time to catch up. Like I still talk to like a lot of my friends that I grew up with. Like, that's it. We reach out to people, people that I've come close to over the years working.
Are you an animal guy?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, you are?
I got 2 dogs and 3 cats in my house.
No.
Well, the dogs and cats, but I mean like chickens and stuff and goats.
If I had the land for it, I would definitely have chickens. I would love to have a horse.
Really?
Yeah. Same thing. I grew up in the city. When I moved out into like the suburbs, I moved to Southborough. And for the first few months, I couldn't sleep because it was so quiet and all I heard was crickets. I'm not even joking. I would sit there like this and I would say to my ex-wife, I'd be like, what was that? And she'd say, what do you mean what was that? And I go, what's that noise? She goes, it's crickets. And I was like, I can't sleep. She said, why? I go, because I used to, so in Everett, my parents' house, the house I grew up with, it's on a corner, right?
Yeah.
So
you heard everything.
dude, speeding, police cars,
Yeah,
people
yeah,
playing
yeah.
loud music, just people outside hanging out being loud.
Yeah.
It puts you to sleep.
That was my white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when
yeah.
you go from that to silence,
Yeah.
it's almost like loud because you don't hear it. I'm not even joking.
You and your thoughts.
Yeah.
It's like
It's really weird. But I've always, since I was little, I'm like, I want like a monkey. I want like exotic pets.
yeah.
I want a monkey.
Oh my God.
I want horses. I want all that shit. Like, I'll disappear one day. You're gonna be like, where'd Ramiro go? Oh, he lives in New Hampshire. He has freaking 10 acres. And
See, he went to Montana too, right?
That's on my
Montana.
list.
He went, and
How was it?
I would do that.
if you could move, I loved it. The only thing is, I don't like being kind of landlocked. Like, I like being near water.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if you could
yeah,
move
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, it was so beautiful. If you could move like all that and just push it next to the ocean,
Then that make you happy.
oh my God,
Yeah.
I would be like all day.
Yeah,
That's what I would
Yeah.
do.
I don't know. I don't think I could.
You know what's fun?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like I invite my friends out from Waltham. I'd be like, come on over. When I first moved out, I remember, I forget the story. So we always let the chickens out. We had like crazy roosters too. You know, roosters can
Yeah.
be, they come over, they'd be like, you want to be out there having a
they're
few
nuts.
drinks, having a good time, having a little barbecue. And I was like, you got these chickens running around. And I get Frank and Beans, they're not with me no more, but my two little hot dogs. And there goes Frankie, all right? My dog, little Dotson, he would like go after the chicken. Like, right in front of people. I'd be like, oh my God, like terrifying
The
people.
chicken's losing its
It was
mind.
like-
Oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
can't. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a jerk here. Birds freak me out.
No way.
If I came to your place and you're like here, I literally would be like, I can't get. And if it came near me, I'd lose my, because the freaking feathers go nuts. They come at you, especially roosters.
Oh my God, dude.
Chickens freak me out. I don't
No
know what it
way.
is.
When I was young, I had a bird, and I would just like walk around the house. I'd let him out of the cage. I'd have him on my shoulder. I love all that stuff. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
I couldn't. A horse. I definitely. But I want to do what you did. Like he went on this crazy trail. Like I would love to ride a horse like that in that scenery.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know. But back to what we were saying earlier, like that commute for you.
So that became it's time to like unwind. By the time I get home, I'm like unwind. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the beginning of it bothered me, but now just got used to it. And then talking and whatever, just my mind would just unwind. You know what I mean? By the time I get home, but once you get home, out to there, it's like, God, peace. Because I'm dealing with crazy people all day long.
Yeah.
Customers,
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean? Cambridge is crazy.
Yeah.
Trust me. I thought Waltham was nuts. All right, Cambridge is nuts, especially right in Fresh Pond.
No, seriously.
You know?
So what was at what point in your career was the biggest? Did you ever have a moment where you thought maybe this isn't for me? I should do something else, or?
No, I can't say that.
Really?
Yeah, I really can't say that. Once in a while I talk about, because I am kind of a coach if you think about it. Like I always, I like coach. I like kids. I'm like, let me go coach some kids soccer or baseball or something like that. Do something. But then it's like, nah, I can't.
Yeah.
Because it's fast paced. I love the people I'm around. There's times when I'm not happy maybe, and I'm like, Sharon, you could, maybe you could do something different. But it's like, nah. I like what I do.
Yeah.
Even though I have bad days, trust me.
Yeah.
But no matter what, a lot of people like Sharon, when are you gonna stop doing this? You're complaining, but it's like, no, I enjoy what I do.
Yeah.
And I really do. I love Dunkin'. I think Dunkin's a great company, and I think I've been through different ownerships of the company. They get bought out by different companies like every 10 or 20 years here, so I've been through like 3 or 4 companies. No, I can't say that. I think it's definitely the people.
Yeah. So
Like I
even like
said-
when you were part of ownership and you had to sell, like even at that point.
Oh,
you were
I was like, should I sign that, doc? I was like, I probably made a big mistake.
Yeah. So,
But I went along with my boss. I had to do. It's
Yeah.
showing that
Loyalty.
Exactly, loyalty. You gave me the opportunity. You're not happy right now. All right, yeah. I said, all right, that's it. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
And what was his issue with the other partners?
Not good. Especially I'm not good. Like I get along with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I had to show my loyalty. I'm a loyal person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Like I had to they know it too. I was too loyal.
Yeah.
You know what I
Was it partners that he was cool with before, or just kind of like?
They were already partners. I was the last one in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that kind of sucks
Oh,
because.
Yeah.
It's almost like a you
Yeah.
two against them.
Yeah.
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 You gotta-
I get it. I got it.
Yeah. You know, but I definitely, yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Well, yeah, listen.
You know what? What do you like
What are you
at
gonna
that
do?
point? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gonna give yourself a headache for no reason?
Yeah.
No, you put in all that time and work, and the guy that brought you in,
That's it.
he's
Hey,
done.
Respect.
What are you gonna stick around with them?
Yeah, no, yeah. Exactly.
How does that look on your character?
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
So how many stores are you running for him right now?
So right now I'm only over 3. We have 5 or 6 stores left. I think we have 5 stores left. I gotta think about it. No, his son runs a couple. No, we have 6 stores. So we have 6 stores right now. I totally oversee the 3. I help and assist with a couple of the other stores.
Okay.
With the other son. You know what I mean? When they need me to step in, they'll be like, Sharon, I need you to step in. I'm like, all right, let me step in.
I'm gonna come see you.
Let me step in and do my thing.
I'm gonna come see you at your store.
You bet. I'm right in Fresh Pond. I'm
Yeah.
either in Belmont, right on Pleasant Street. I love that store. We opened that in 2019. Or I'm in Fresh Pond or on Main Street in Medford. But Fresh Pond's my main store.
I'll bring the frosted flakes. And we'll
yeah,
talk.
we gotta do maple. I'll maple frosted for you.
Maple frosted flakes. We'll talk. You see, this is great.
I'm gonna make you
Just
one.
go into
All
the
right?
drive-thru.
I'm gonna drop it off
Sharon.
to
Sharon, it's me. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, I've heard that all day long.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
is this? I love it.
you. I got this crazy customer, right? Oh my god, I don't even know if she's a customer. She's been calling for years, right? She's like, "Can I get a job?" I'm like, every time I answer the phone there, I'm like, all right, yeah, you want a job? Come in and fill out an application. This is no lie. This has been going on for like 5 years, right? And I haven't been around the Fresh Pond store a lot because we had all the other stores I was doing then, but now I'm kind of back in Fresh Pond now. I answered the phone the other day, and I can't believe she's like, are you hiring? I'm like, is this you? She's like, yeah. I'm like, this you, Sharon? I'm like, yeah, this you, Joe Ma? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm like, you still calling here looking for a job? She's like, yeah, the poor lady. She must have like a problem or something like that. And I'm like, all right. She's like, can I go get an application? Same thing over and over again. Come in and come in and fill out an application. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Every day she calls me like 3-4 times a day. This morning I'm driving to work. I got a little cold. I'm getting over it. I get a phone call from the store. Sharon, there's some lady here looking for you. I'm like, what? I'm not meeting nobody. They're like, yeah, it's Jo Ma. She's here looking for. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I'm homesick today. All right. I'm like,
No, seriously.
She showed up today. I could not believe it. I was like, she's a poor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I talk to her sometimes. She's like, yeah, I got my thing. I come in. I'm like, yeah.
Can I ask, what's the health code, whatever word I'm looking for, thing about like at the end of the night with the donuts going in the trash?
They have to.
Why? Like, what does corporates like? Why do they have to?
You know, it's corporate, but it's also the franchisee too. You could donate them, and let's say that somebody grabbed a donut and said, "Oh, there's a nail in the donut," and they can come after you. You know, but it's not that we don't do things. You know, we donate to a lot of people, a lot of causes. It's either food, money, or whatever. So each franchisee every year donates. Like we donate a lot. Boys and Girls Club. Schools, you name it. They call up. Do you guys want a donation? I'm like, yeah. Let me talk to the office, see what we can do. So every franchisee, they do donate a lot. And corporate does a lot too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's going on for years. You know what I mean? It's so weird you asked me that. Like, that's like a big thing, but it's so true.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I know. Yeah, it is. I knew a guy at one Dunkin' Donuts, and he would give on my like lacrosse team every night, because our practice ended at like 5:36.
Yep.
If we went in and just bought like a donut, like you paid for one, he filled the bag with like 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's like, just buy one.
You get
they were
4.
gonna go in the trash in like an hour or two. So he was like, take it.
Well, that's different because then you just made a purchase.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like I can put a bag out back and say,
come
the bag's in the bag.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I
Well,
know
back
what you
in the
mean.
day, years ago.
Well, back in the day, yeah, that's
I
a
had
whole other
cops.
story.
Well, back in the day, I had a cop. He was a cop. He used to go hunting for bears.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, oh, shit. I would save him, like, back in the day. Like I knew him personally.
Yeah.
They would do it for bear hunting.
Really?
He would
use it as
up
bait.
in Maine. He would take it up in Maine. New Hampshire was like weird. This is like 30 years ago. When I was
Giving the
taking
bears
donuts.
diabetes.
No, for real. Like, literally.
Yeah, that's what,
slowing it
they
down.
would fill up barrels. That's what they do. They put it in barrels
Yeah.
for bear hunting.
Wow. That's a good idea, actually. I never thought about that.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, no, it's like especially now on like TikTok and stuff. They're like, why don't a lot of these places donate? And you're right. Even think about it. Like they could come after you easily.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Independently, not even just corporate. Different things. Like I think like Panera. A friend of mine worked for Panera, and I know like some type of nonprofit or a shelter place where they had a deal. You would see the trucks that would
they
go.
come at night.
They come in at nighttime. They pick it up and they take it.
Yeah.
But you would have to like literally do something like that. You know, that's the only way.
Yeah, I get it.
When I was younger, I had cousins who all worked fast food. They worked at KFC, they worked at Taco Bell, and they would always come to my house late at night and be like, what do you want? Just boxes of food all the time. And then I had another friend who would always go behind Dunkin', and because they threw all the stuff out, he'd go and get donuts.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
He'd go dumpster diving.
Do what he got to do. They're in the plastic bag.
Yeah.
They're clean. No one touched them yet. The
That was
rats
it-
didn't get
that was
them.
his defense.
Yeah.
He was like, it's trash adjacent. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I see people doing that. We got a lot of people that do that. Go in the dumpsters. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
And then I'd be like, yeah, you want a cup of coffee? Let me give you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, a cup
Come
of- yeah, I'm
old
like,
hot-
come on,
We always say,
like-
you want a hot sandwich? Come on.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Take care of them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and that's what I think. I think that ties back into the whole like why is a coffee place like this so successful in this area? Because I think it is, not to get corny with the saying like America runs on Dunkin' Donuts. If you would like to sponsor this podcast,
Yeah.
we're giving you a lot of love for this
Dude, they
episode.
sponsor every
Like, I will send you this clip. I think like genuinely, it's people like you who are in those positions where it's like they know my coffee, they know what I like, they know who I am, and they do good things. It's like I could go to Starbucks, I could go to this local place. I'm not saying don't support local businesses, but like it's because they invest in their customers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Emotionally,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, it's like
So-
you. It's like me. Like, you know, like you said, I move out there. The one thing, and you know, that I go to certain places is because I pick up conversation. I'm that type of person. And I got this one guy that for years I go there, like his pizza. You know what I mean? But I can call and be like, is this you, Sharon? They're like, yeah, give me the large extra cheese, well done. You know what I mean? He knows me, and we go there, and like my roommate or my friends, they with me, they're like, Sharon, can you not talk when you go in there this time? It's like, I'll be in there for like an hour talking to the guy, but that's what brings me back there too.
Yeah.
You know, even certain like coffee shops, like people come to Dunkin', they're looking for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't, if I'm in the drive-thru, like you have a timer in the drive-thru, like I can't be near the window because it'll hold up the time. The time will be running.
Yeah.
Because people, that's what they look for.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
what's
Sharon, how you
what's
doing?
the time that you have to do each customer in the
Yeah,
drive-thru?
it's under 150 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But you think about that. They got to change that
That's-
these days with these large orders, especially on the weekends.
Yeah, and I was gonna say a lot of times like construction dudes will go
Oh.
with like 30 guys that they have to order for.
Yeah, I got a few of them in this building around me, and I'm like, can you come inside?
Yeah.
Come on. So, you know what I mean? Come inside, park your car, place the order, or we'll pull them up a lot of times. Like, hey, just pull up. I'll bring it out to you. But it's crazy. But that's the big thing that brings a lot of people. Like, a lot of the clients that come into Cambridge, like, they know me. They've known me for, 40 years.
Yeah.
You know, some, like I said, some are gone, but a lot of them are still there.
Yeah.
Some don't come in all the time. They'd be like, boy, Sharon, you still here? I'm like, yeah, you still come here?
You know, it's another great donut that I just thought of.
Oh, yeah.
The brownie batter donut. Have you had the brownie batter one in Valentine's Day? It's shaped like a heart.
That one's so
All
crazy.
sugar.
I don't eat that
you're
one,
You're gonna get a
trust me.
headache after you eat it, but man, is it good going down. Anyways,
Boy, you're a donut guy. Yeah, boy, he's really into donuts. I thought
No,
I was bad, all right?
Are you hiring?
no, it's just no. I love them. I can't. People say, "Oh, I would never eat a donut from Dunkin' Donuts." I will. I will.
What's your favorite dessert for Thanksgiving?
What's my favorite dessert for Thanksgiving? I like anything a la mode. So I need something warm with ice cream.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I'm taking
no
very
way.
serious. I don't know if
Yeah.
you could tell.
Dangerous.
Yeah, apple pie, apple
Yeah,
crumble.
oh, yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Some
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
me
like
too. I'm the
pumpkin
same
anything,
way.
but like I need a scoop of ice cream on top.
I can't have it in my house. I'll eat the whole goddamn
Yeah,
thing in a
it's
few
bad.
days.
It's really bad. Yeah, you know what it is.
Now,
Yeah.
I don't mess around when it comes to Thanksgiving and apple pie.
Exactly.
Apple pie with ice cream, baby.
Yeah,
all
but
day.
apple crumble though, apple crisp, like something with
Dutch
a crunch,
apple.
Dutch or something. I need a crunch on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People take the brown sugar and the oats and they crumble it. You know what I mean with like the butter, and they get. You know what I mean? So when you go into, yeah.
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 With the ice
I
cream.
don't hate that.
No, you wouldn't.
Have you ever worked at a fast food type of spot?
No, I've worked in like coffee shops. So
Okay, well that's because I think everyone needs to work. I worked at McDonald's when I was young.
Oh,
and
wow.
I tell my kids, I say, listen, everyone needs to work at some sort of fast food type of establishment because you need to know what it's like to deal with just crazy people.
Yeah.
who-
Exactly.
Who
Yeah.
sometimes they're upset at you, and you're like, why are you even upset? There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like because
Oh, yeah.
because they have whatever they've created some sort of situation in their head where everything needs to be done to their specifications.
that happens
and if
at
it's not-
Starbucks, not at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. I know.
That happens at Starbucks.
Oh, you know
yeah.
it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
It happens everywhere. You deal
Oh,
with
yeah,
unruly
yeah.
customers.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
need
bad.
you need that. You need that just as a life skill.
Yeah.
How to
That
massage a
it's so
situation.
funny. So I work with a lot of people from different countries.
Yeah.
And they, their accent and stuff. They're from like Ethiopia, or they could be from Nepal, India, or whatever. And I catch people being like bullies to them.
Yeah.
Like really not. It's like I step right in, but I'm very good with it.
Yeah.
I've grown to be good with it.
Yeah.
Years ago I would have been like a little bit more rougher, but it's like you got to treat people right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, like you said. I think that's a great idea, having your kids learn, because it's going to help you learn respect too. Because I see people, even young kids these days, come in and they're just like, I walked into Belmont, a couple weeks ago, and they're charging their electric bike in there, and the poor girl and the guy working, English wasn't that great, and just, hey guys, you can't do that, So I told them, I said, listen, you want to be banned from here? But by the time we were done, I'm shaking hands with them outside, and they're asking me for a job. But it's like, you can't disrespect people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what I think is a key thing.
Yeah.
The young kids have to learn that.
I can't stand when I see people, like, if you can tell someone's, like, their English isn't the best, and you're ordering a coffee, like, why are you getting mad? Like, why are you getting, I just slow down and I explain, like, what I want, because either they're new or they might not understand fully anything yet. So I'm like, I'll take this with this. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you so much. Like, I hate when people like, do you not hear what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
What? It is not that serious. It is really.
Only a cup
this
of coffee.
is a $3.40. It is really not that deep, buddy.
No, but people will. What it is a lot of times is somebody, because of their own doing, they made themselves late or whatever for the day, right? So now they're gonna go in there, and in their head, they're like, "You should know that I'm in a rush right now." Because I woke up late this morning, and because I forgot to put gas in my car last night, and I still have to do that. So you should know that I'm going to come in here and order my food, and I just have it ready for me. Have it ready. So that's what it is. Then they get mad, and they're like expressing it. They're like mad at themselves, and they're taking
it out on the person.
Working.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like people that come in, it's like, I get a regular coffee, and like, especially right now, the holidays, and, especially in Cambridge, like they come from the airport, different place. They get that coffee. It's like, I didn't want cream and sugar. They're like, that's a regular coffee in New England.
Yeah.
But people from New York or different places, it's black.
Yep,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
So a regular coffee out in New York City is black. Or maybe even California. I don't even know. But it's like, well, you asked for regular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got to train the people. Like, make sure you say.
Well, the marketing team was smart because they have the T-shirt that's irregular, like it's like a dictionary definition. It says with cream and sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, that's fun.
Yeah.
Which is funny because my mother is so used to that if I'm ever going to get her a coffee from another place, she goes, I want a regular coffee, but with no cream and sugar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're not going to give you cream and sugar at any spot besides Dunkin' Donuts when you say like a regular. They're just going to be like, here, you fill it up with your own shit.
Exactly, yeah.
It's true. And even like say Starbucks. People come to I go to Starbucks and I'm used to the small, medium, large. I'm not. I don't even say like tall. Like, I got the wrong one today. They gave me a grande today, which I didn't want. I only drink tall, but I didn't say what I really wanted because the Dunkin' is small, medium, and large.
Yeah.
Starbucks is like tall, whatever, grande, venti.
Yeah.
You got Starbucks customers that come to us, that do the same thing, and it's like, all right, you must want a large.
No, seriously.
Oh my God, it's crazy. But we got a Starbucks right near us in Cambridge, and people will get their drinks, and I always tease them. They come in and they get donuts. At our donut shop. They'll come with their Starbucks drink, then they come in and get donuts.
I should have bought a dozen donuts today.
I should have brought you donuts today. What was I thinking?
No, it's okay. We could have done a taste test.
Listen, that would have been good for him.
I'm going to sniff some on my way
No,
home.
I would have made you try the maple frosted. I'm telling you, get your kids one this weekend and text me. They're really good.
Maple frosted.
Maple frosted. If your kids like pancakes, get them one. And take a bite.
I've never tried a maple frosted in all my years.
You've never tried one?
You know what I've never had, and I just did recently, is a Boston cream.
Really?
I'm like, people are like, you never had a Boston cream donut? I'm like, never in my life. I'm like, all right, the other day I cut one. I'm like, let me try a Boston cream.
What the hell is a French cruller? What is it?
Yeah, so the dough, during the pandemic, they couldn't even get it. The type of dough that it is, that it's made, it's totally made like different than a regular donut.
It's like trying to be a croissant?
Nah,
sort of?
no, because it's wet.
Yeah, what is
wet
that?
inside. I really, the type of eggs or whatever that it's made with, it's just definitely a different donut. Not a great seller. They do all right, but I don't know. But it's weird. During the pandemic, they couldn't get the flour to make that.
I bet you the old-fashioned one flies.
No, not no
really?
more. No.
When I was growing up.
Only when people were on diets.
What's the biggest selling donut?
Glazed, strawberry frosted, chocolate frosted. Chocolate glaze would be in fourth. And then Boston cream.
Damn. She's a professional.
The pumpkin donut's great. this time of year.
Yeah,
Pumpkin
yeah.
donut's
They didn't
phenomenal.
keep it that long.
I know they
I know
didn't.
they cut it too short.
Yeah.
What kind
They
of donut? What flavor have you not had yet?
Yeah, I know.
He's naming the menu. Yeah.
I don't like chocolate glazed. It's too much chocolate. I don't like chocolate on
Yeah,
chocolate.
yeah, yeah. I'm not a big chocolate glazed
I've
person.
never had the blueberry one, but I like blueberry.
I tried it.
I get blueberry in my coffee.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I haven't never had the blueberry one. I'm trying to imagine what the case looks like.
Coconut, butternut.
I don't like coconut.
No
Never had butter
way.
crunch.
You never had butter crunch. You
No.
talked about crunch.
I know. I feel like I'd like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like the cake donuts. That's why.
Oh, so you're
It's too
into
heavy.
the yeast.
Yeah, I like the yeast ones.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
Wait, what's a cake donut versus a yeast donut? It's been a while.
Well, it's
for me.
it's cakey, like a cake.
Yeah, it's
the
like a
yeast
cake.
is more soft and light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally different dough where it's like bread. Like it has to
Yeah.
rise.
What-
like you know,
what's
like I said
glazed?
before,
Is that
when
a
you're
cake
making
or-
it, it goes into a proofer to rise.
Yeah, but what's glazed? Is that cake or
Yeast.
No, that's yeast.
Yeast. All right,
Yep.
so
Like an
okay.
old fashioned. That's cake donut.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't like cake then.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
the
Oh,
ones
you
that
don't
have,
like, so you like the yeast, like chocolate. Like he's saying, maple frost is made with a yeast, don't
Yeah, maple.
Yeah.
I got maple frosted, chocolate frosted. All the
yeah,
frosteds
yeah,
are yeast.
yeah.
I know.
Strawberry, vanilla.
I could work there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm being so serious. I take it very serious. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not into the sandwiches. You wanna know why?
Yeah.
The egg and the meat. I'm not saying it's bad. It scares me.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I don't know how every Dunkin' Donuts operates their kitchen. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can't. I feel like the pastries. It's sugar and bread.
Yep.
If it's made bad, it'll still taste good.
So the eggs, so the bacon's all real. It's cooked on site in our oven. Same with the sausage. Eggs are already made.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is really just heating them up.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, they goes in the oven and
Yeah.
they hold them.
Yeah. I bet your place is spotless. I bet you
that's
run a
one thing.
tight ship.
We have our good and bad days, but we do have great stores.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, very great stores.
Like I would trust it at your
good.
place.
No.
Okay.
But I honestly, like, we have the kitchen upstairs, and I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I bring my own eggs. All right, I make a fresh egg upstairs for breakfast.
Well, you have chickens.
Yeah, no.
You know.
Yeah.
I would trust her eggs.
I
You
have
see
to
what I
have
mean?
fresh
Like
eggs.
that's what
I'm
I'm
very
saying.
picky with
She's
my eggs.
bougie
all
with her
right?
eggs and
I'm
her horses.
telling you, and I'm gonna come and say, Sharon, I want an egg and cheese with your eggs. Don't give me the Dunkin' Donuts eggs. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, so
That's
I
so
get my
fun.
English muffin downstairs, maybe a slice of bacon, a slice of cheddar cheese, and I go upstairs and I fry an egg.
Sharon
All right?
she walks into Dunkin' Donuts in the morning with a Starbucks coffee, a big
the back
wide
door.
donut, and eggs from her chickens.
And powdered donuts just for later.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hostess.
Hostess donuts.
You know what's funny? That is, so I did have one other job. I totally forgot where it wasn't Hostess. It could have been, so it was on Bear Hill Road. It used to be called Silas. We used to make Thomas's English muffins.
Okay.
All right, and we used to make the donuts. So I used to run the machine, and we used to make the box of donuts where you had the powdered, the plain, the cinnamon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the softies.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I work for a company, it's long gone. That's up on Bear Hill Road, way back there. And we used to do Thomas English muffins too.
Really?
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was like a big factory.
Yeah.
Donuts would go through this big chute, come down, going through the powdered sugar. Then there'll be people at the end boxing them up. Oh yeah,
You know
crazy.
who she would have been good with if you weren't if you still want to work after you retire.
Yeah.
Give us a call back. Joey's friend, the one who opened up the bakery down in the Cape. Remember, he has that whole franchise plan.
Yeah, Dale's coming in a couple.
Really?
Oh, he is?
He'll be on. I think next month he's gonna be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Let me know if you're ever bored
You
after
call me, want me
retirement.
to pop in, all
Yeah,
right?
seriously.
So Thomas's English muffins, you know, like the nooks and crannies and all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have you heard of like how not Dunkin', Coca-Cola has like a special recipe
Yeah.
for Coke that's like nobody knows about. KFC has their 11 herbs and spices, but they have a special recipe as to how
Yeah.
they do it. So Thomas's English Muffins has the same thing for their nooks and crannies, to the point where one time one of the guys that worked there left. He was gonna go work at another company, and they basically sued him because he was one of the few that knew the recipe. And they basically blocked him. Kind of ruined his life from going to work at the other, because they're so serious about you can look it up, the nooks and crannies, the lawsuit. It was hardcore. With the
That's
Thomases.
crazy.
It wasn't that good.
No, but they even
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
but they even they brought it to like a culinary school,
Uh-huh.
and they were trying to
Wow.
figure out. I was listening to a podcast about this. They were trying to get the students to figure out how to recreate the recipe. They couldn't do it.
That's crazy.
They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But does Dunkin' have
The nooks
anything
and
like that? Do
crannies.
they have like a, I don't know, like an IP, like a, what do they call it? IP on something? Like where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
Oh,
like
yeah,
different-
100%.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Anybody that try to copy it, forget about it.
On what though? On the
Oh, anything.
on
Your
the
coffee, your donuts, you can. They would be all over you. Like if I left there and I try to do something like a concept of that, they would pick up on it. They got people that are online looking at things.
Really?
All
The
time.
whole the one thing I don't like that's going on at Dunkin' Donuts right now.
This is gonna go through the entire menu for you.
You know, I'm a big fan of the flavor, but not at Dunkin' Donuts. Is the cookie butter. I love anything cookie butter, but first I don't. Why is the syrup so dark? I don't get the concept of it.
Yeah.
It should be like a sauce.
Yeah.
You know, like the caramel's like a sauce.
Yeah.
Dunkin' corporate. Listen, I really because like the cloud latte is great. The cookie butter cold foam, it's fantastic.
Yep.
But the cookie butter syrup,
Yeah, I don't know because we
like
have
the
the
brown
brown
sugar, yeah,
the
it's
brown
dark.
sugar, yeah, dark. Yeah, me
Why?
too. Like I'm doing the order. I'm not sure about that.
yeah, it's like a molasses.
Yeah, really. Have you tried it?
Yeah.
You did. So you're
I'm-
not.
I like the cloud latte.
He's tried everything on the menu, Sharon.
I know.
I
Hey,
do.
listen. I'm like.
Listen, no, I'm just
set
Three
me up
times.
there.
Yeah.
what happened?
He's like, I don't like it. Let me try it again to make sure I don't like it. Let me try it one more time
You
to
know
make
what I mean?
sure.
We're having a group, like
A group
taste
meeting.
test,
We're gonna
meeting
talk
about
about-
that.
yeah, it's
yeah.
running
You know,
through
I
it,
don't
yeah.
know if you're in a meeting one day.
Yeah.
Like, guys,
See why?
I think this has to be a sauce.
Yeah. So you want it to be like the caramel swirl. You tried the white
Yeah.
chocolate?
It's a little sweet for me.
Yep.
Not
Gotcha.
gonna lie, I can only
Yep.
do like a pump or two.
Yep.
But I think the cookie butter would thrive as a caramel sauce, a butter pecan sauce.
Gotcha,
I'm
like
glad
that.
butter pecan is year round. Got me
All right.
very mad a year or two ago when they took it off. It was like a seasonal
Yeah,
thing. I
yeah,
love
very
butter
good.
pecan.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's a great
Yeah. Well, no,
addition.
the butter pecan's gonna be permanent.
Yeah,
now.
thank God. Because
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
like a summer thing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it started off, remember when they did like the ice cream
Yeah,
flavors?
Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins.
'cause
Yeah,
they-
I know.
You know, boy, let me
I'm
tell you
just saying,
something, huh?
like, hey, I know. I'm very happy that they kept it year
Lady
round.
keeps
Right?
calling you saying, "Can I have a job?"
Yeah.
Listen, it's true. It's true. I'm there every day. I would
Yeah,
save
yeah,
so
yeah,
much money if I didn't, but it's part of my day. I love it.
Yeah. Listen, I get a lot of
Moose
people that
runs
do
on
it
Dunkin'.
every day. They go every day. It's like
One of my
Think
goals
about
is
it.
to be in a Dunkin' commercial. That's like one of my goals.
that's my go-to.
You should.
Come, thank you.
You should.
All right.
What are you
Been in
doing?
a commercial?
I'm hoping to get
How
something.
could they
you know?
not have like
Think
a
40
local-
years. Come on.
That's what I'm talking
You know,
about.
I'm a New Englander.
Yeah.
You know. Think of get Ben Affleck.
You took the words out of it. I was saying, call him Ben Affleck.
Do like Ben Affleck with like all local legends of
Come
Dunkin'.
on. You know, a New
Yes.
England person. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Trust me. Yeah.
Wow, I'm a little shocked that you haven't been in any of their commercials.
Yeah. I'm hoping for something to be picked up on.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you had Matt. Matt came by.
Oh,
and
very
did
good.
some-
I'm glad
yeah.
you brought that up.
Yeah, Matt
Yeah,
came
you
by. How
brought
was
that
that? How was
up.
that
So
experience?
that went huge.
Yeah, I did it.
It went
I watched
huge.
it.
Yeah. Did you see? I think I'm
Yeah.
over 600,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that
yeah.
experience? Were you like, did you
Oh.
know he was coming, or did he just kind of
Yeah,
like?
he just called me up. He called me up, and then I think even then, what happened? It was like a rainy Monday. I was going on vacation. It was my birthday week, and he's like, "Oh, you want to do Monday?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm saying, what the hell? Just come on, let's go do it. And we spent a couple hours together, and it just went friggin' crazy. It went nuts. Even to this day, when I'm working,
Yeah.
people are like, "I saw you." All right, I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." You know,
Yeah.
even the comments was like overwhelming, and I did get I don't know. Let's see what happens. I got a call. All right, I got a call. First I got this weird message, and I'm like, I don't believe this. It was on my birthday, October 17th. I just turned 60, 40 years of Dunkin'
October
Donuts.
7th. My daughter was born October 17th.
No, that's when my birthday is.
That's awesome.
So I get this message from this lady from Survivor. Caitlin Moore, awesome woman. She's from New England originally. She likes picking New England people. I'm not saying I could, but I ain't gonna say no because
Sharon,
I'm a
I
city
would
girl.
Be voting for you. Don't understand. I don't even watch Survivor anymore. I would be every single week voting for you. And
I
rooting for
submitted
you.
the application. All right.
Okay, cross your fingers.
I submit
Sharon,
the
I swear to God.
application, and I
Sharon.
submitted. I had to make a little video. I was out at home blowing leaves, and I'm like, "Yeah, I cut trees down. I live in the country. I work in the city, and this is me." You know what I mean? I sent it to her. Let's see what happens. It's for the next show, which is like April to June.
Going from the city to to Douglas and having horses. There's a big difference from going to like a random island
Yeah.
where you got to.
I go like this to her, right? When she called me, I'm like, I ain't running around the nude.
Yeah.
She's like, She's like, no, that's like years ago, Sharon. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You ain't dropping me from an airplane in the middle of the ocean.
Do you know?
All right?
Do you know the show Special Forces? It's kind of similar to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm dying for like him and me to do something like.
No
I think
way.
that'd be, no,
I
that's
can
because that's
see
on
you
another
guys.
level. They like
Oh, yeah.
tie you up. And, you know what I mean? Like that's on a whole other thing. You would do so good. I hope that works out.
Let's see
Knock
what
on wood.
happens, you know?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And then Matt called me yesterday. We got something else going on now
Mm-hmm.
that he wants to do, and I'm like, all right, yeah, let's
love
do
that.
it. You know,
I'm so happy.
something
That's
big is
awesome.
gonna happen. Gonna come out on 12/1. I know that.
On 12/1?
Yeah, something big.
Oh, you know what it is,
All
but
right.
you can't say
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
I can tell. All right.
I'm not sure if I can or
Okay,
not.
I'll
all right?
keep an eye out.
All right, so let's
Very
see. It
nice.
goes, yeah, something huge.
Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited for you. I
see
love
what
when good
happens.
things happen to good people.
Thank you.
I really do.
And I appreciate it. And that's how I feel. You know, it's been 40 years. You know, one day we joke about, I'm like, 40 years, I didn't even get a cake. I'm like,
But you gotta call.
I got nothing.
Might be on Survivor. You
Yeah,
never know.
listen, yeah,
Hey,
but-
it's better than a cake. You
Yeah,
didn't
but
eat
it's
cake.
so true.
Yeah,
It's like, I keep
exactly.
the cake. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
keep
good.
the
I'm good.
cake.
I'm good. I
Exactly.
like what I did. You know what I mean? But it's true. But it's like good things happen to good people. That's
Yeah.
how I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys seem like great guys too. You know, and I'm like, you know, I know him, and I'm like, you know, now I met you, and now I know who you
Yeah.
are, and it's like, you know, this is gonna be good. You know, like
Yes.
I said, this week I've been sick, and I'm like, oh, man, I gotta go in today. I can't miss this. There's no way. You know, and I think I'm hoping. Let's see. I just need that one commercial.
Yeah, this girl's gonna be on a Dunkin'.
Me and
commercial.
Ben Affleck.
You know,
Come on.
It's so weird. Dunkin's like really the only franchise like that gets consistent celebrities on their commercials.
Yeah, in their
You know-
sponsorships. Yeah.
Oh, the sponsorships are great. Years ago,
Yeah.
ago, when Krispy Kreme was a big thing.
Yeah.
They brought a Krispy Kreme to Medford.
Yeah,
did.
oh, I remember that one. I went there
Yeah.
to try the glazed donut.
Dunkin' had so much. They
Yeah,
sponsor
very
everything.
good.
They
Yep.
sponsor everything. Krispy Kreme couldn't even buy advertising
yeah.
because Dunkin' they were everywhere. So like
Yep.
Krispy
Is that why I
Kreme.
failed?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
It was
Yeah.
it was one at the time. It was like pretty much because Krispy Kreme everywhere. It was like that thing where people are like, oh, have you heard of this place, Krispy Kreme or whatever? It came here. I don't even think it lasted a year,
Yeah.
and it was because Dunkin' like was blanket everything with their. They already had all the sponsorships, so Krispy Kreme really couldn't.
Couldn't grow.
They
from it.
couldn't even get their foot. They couldn't
Yep.
even like get momentum. It was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big place too. They had they had that factory showing
Yep.
donuts coming down. In the beginning, they got a little bit of rush. Like I was one of them. That let me go there,
Yeah.
get the glazed donut hot off the press, you know. But it did. It's true. It became Kelly's roast beef now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that spot
Oh,
that
don't even get me
they
going
built
on
it.
Kelly's
Oh yeah,
roast beef.
I'll
Don't even get me
tell you
started.
that. Oh, my
No, they got
God.
new owners now.
no way.
Yeah, no, it's so bad. It's like it really frustrates me.
no way.
Yeah, new owners.
I didn't
Why?
know that.
Well,
Yeah.
what frustrates you about the food? Tastes different.
Very different.
Really?
Really? Huh?
I'm from Revere,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I grew
yeah,
up with
yeah,
the one
yeah.
on the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, hey.
Is
know
it
my favorite
more?
spot? Bianca's Pizza.
Yeah, but they
listen.
kept the oven though, so the pizzas taste the same. You know what I mean?
So I used to work the night shift.
Yeah.
I used to go, and know I would go is I don't know if you remember this place because I know
What?
you're younger.
What?
You know, so you had so the Revere Beach is here.
Yeah.
So the next road over it was Danny's.
Yeah.
You don't know way. And I used to go there just to get their chicken fingers.
I never had.
Oh
them
my God, with
because I
tartar
was
sauce.
young when it closed,
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
I know
You know,
like
yeah,
I know
was
what
like
it is.
The next road
Yeah,
over. Yeah.
yeah.
I would drive there. Just you
Really?
know what my I haven't been there in years and it's still there. And I keep telling people like next. I stay in the city. My friend lives in Boston. I'm like once in a while I stay over and I go out.
Yeah.
I need that hookup. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
city
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I miss
need the
this.
plug.
I
Like,
trust me. I
give me
still get my
myself.
hookups.
Just a little taste.
Once a month I stay in the city.
Yeah.
All right. But Newbridge Cafe.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
steak
got the
tips.
best steak tips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, no
yeah.
way.
Oh, man.
Listen, back in the day, so let me tell you. So when I worked for Elite Donut
Yeah.
on River Street, so the brother was married to the Angelos, one of the Angelos and stuff, and they used to hang around. That's how I got to know the Newbridge, and there was another one in Malden that we used to go hang out in the morning after working all night making donuts. There's no, it was crazy. All right, it was down the street. It was behind, going towards BJ's. You know what I mean? In Medford or Malden line. I can't think of the name of that place, but we used to go to Newbridge too.
Newbridge was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
It's
God,
amazing.
it's
There used
crazy.
to be another place because there's something literally about the steak tips in the North Shore that
Yeah.
nowhere else in
What was the other one?
Massachusetts.
That was it
Yeah.
Champions in
You,
Peabody?
you go to another place and it's not.
Now
the
I
same.
know that place.
But-
Another one. It's down the street. Like if it was leaving through the back way of Malden, and it was on a back road.
I know Newbridge.
So Newbridge, Floramos.
Yeah, Floramos and
Floramos,
Chelsea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, they're not in Chelsea anymore.
Yeah, they're
they
gone.
switched.
Yeah.
But there used to be another place, literally right across the street from where Floramos is. It was called I don't even know what it is now, but at the time it was called the Clubhouse Cafe. Same thing. The steak tips were. Oh my God.
It's on my list. It's on my list. I
Yeah.
got to go there for
Oh
the
my
year end.
God.
Too. I got to go see.
That's how I feel
Oh my
about
God.
Kelly's because it was so easy.
Yeah.
You know, your chicken fingers,
Yeah.
you get a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
like
yeah,
Once you
yeah.
start scaling and getting bigger, it
Yeah,
takes
well, they're
away
in
from-
Florida now.
Oh
which
my
was
God.
fine, which is like they had one in like Orlando or something, which I was like, I get that because a lot of
Yeah,
New England
yeah,
people
yeah.
move over. Then they're like going down into the South Shore, like Canton, Randolph, whatever. But then I heard they got new owners, and you could taste the difference.
Yeah.
They got a
Yeah,
new
they
like.
changed something. They changed something.
Why?
Because once you start scaling, you start penny pinching and going, do we need this ingredient? Let's get it cheaper from here
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And they don't realize that's what made the original so
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
Kelly's
You
roast
know?
beef was
Hey,
historical.
I got one question for both of you guys.
Yeah.
You go to Carl's?
No.
No.
I've
You're
never
out
had
of your
Carl's.
mind.
Dude.
I've never had Carl's.
Carl's steak and cheese?
I've lived in this area for what, 8
Get
years?
out of here.
Never had it.
Prospect Street?
Yeah, right here.
The massive subs.
Never had it
Yeah,
yet.
Carl's steak and cheese.
I've never
Oh my
had it,
God,
and
you
I
gotta
love the
go
steak.
there.
No,
What
I've
time
never
is
had
it? I
it.
might want to get one today.
No,
before I
seriously.
go back to the office,
They're
all right?
huge.
Yeah, it's right over here.
Yeah, Prospect
yeah.
Street, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
best, but you can't get it to go.
You have to eat it there?
Yeah, because you don't want the bread to get soggy.
Yeah.
You got to have it on the spot.
How do you get your steak and cheese? Just
Steak and cheese, onion, peppers, and mushroom usually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Extra
yeah,
cheese?
yeah. No extra cheese. No.
You get
no,
extra
no.
cheese on your pizza.
Oh, yeah, I do like
Yeah.
that.
She's like specifically in certain things. Specifically in certain things.
Not on the
I gotta
steak and
try
cheese.
it. No, I haven't had Newbridge in years.
Oh my God! I just saw it on Facebook or something. I'm like, I'm like, no way, man. I wonder if I go there and the seats are still all ripped the way they used to be. Come on, I'm telling you, I'm gonna take my godchild. She's 11 years old. I always take her to different places when I stay down here.
Yeah.
And I already told her we're going there. You know, I think next week we're having a little get together. Let me see. I gotta figure it out. I'm definitely going there.
Yeah, I like when
I gotta
places
go
are
there.
like that. Don't change it.
Yeah.
Don't change.
Yeah.
Remodel it, okay, maybe, but like, don't
Keep it the
change
way it is.
Don't change
Yeah.
nothing. Brown Jug in Chelsea. Remember the?
Haven't been to the Brown Jug.
You never been to the Brown Jug?
No.
Really?
I'm telling you, for me, it was Floramos, Newbridge, and when the Clubhouse Cafe existed there, it was like that little rotation I did.
Interesting.
I felt like I needed to keep it a nice balanced rotation so they all like knew that I loved them equally.
Make sure be like, I'm giving you guys all the same amount of attention here.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I love it. And I can't believe you haven't. We used to get, because we used to work on Bear Hill Road. My old radio station used to be years ago on Bear Hill Road. So we used to get Carl's all the time. And we would have competitions to see who could eat the subs the fastest.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah. Because they're massive.
Yeah.
And,
I've heard.
yeah.
I've heard how
Steak
famous
and
they are.
cheese.
Yeah.
Botham's got some good food.
Yeah.
You know, Dominic's. I don't know if it's called Dominic's. So,
Yeah, right over here. Dominic's is good. I've
My
had
father
that.
used to work there making the bread.
Yeah?
Yeah.
the bread's good.
My father
The
used
bread
to-
is what
years
makes it
and years
there.
ago with their father, and I believe it's still the family. And I think they have a restaurant down the other part of Main Street, Italian restaurant too. Capraro's or something like that.
Yeah.
They're good.
The bread is what makes it
Yeah.
at Dominic's. I like the bread. Have you ever had New Deal in Revere? It's like an Italian deli.
No,
They have sandwiches there. If you're ever bored and you're in the area one day, they got great subs. Check it out.
yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
market. They have
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you can
yeah,
buy like
yeah,
produce there. You've had New Deal.
maybe it sounds familiar.
Really?
See,
What about
listen,
Lakash's and Bob's in Medford?
No?
No way. Huh?
Never.
No way.
Never.
See, I grew up in Everett, and
So, yeah.
I would argue that I mean, I don't live there anymore, but when I lived there, I would argue that Everett had the absolute best overall. You could just go walk into any sub shop and get an amazing sub.
I've heard that.
And we had I think the most sub shops in like
Perimeter?
like a certain
So, yeah,
mileage.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was literally like sub shop, and you couldn't miss.
Yeah.
Like it was.
What's your favorite sandwich?
So at the time, it was an Italian sub.
Oh yeah.
It was an Italian
Everything on
sub.
it?
Everything on it. Hots,
Okay.
all that stuff, oil,
You like it
vinegar.
toasted?
I would switch it up.
All
I
right.
I used to go lightly toasted. That was probably like
I go
my most,
lightly toasted.
Yeah, that was probably like my most regular order. But
Yeah,
every now
yeah,
and
yeah.
then I would go, make it hard or like not toasted
No,
at
yeah,
all.
exactly.
Because I there was a point in my life where my main diet was, if it wasn't an Italian sub, it was a meatball sub.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And then in high school, it was calzones. It was this place
Yeah.
called Pizza Joe. They just had 2 calzones. It was you could feel your heart you could feel like years getting taken off your life with these calzones because it was either a pizza calzone, which was like pepperoni. Just cheese,
you're all done. You're all done.
Greasy, or a steak and cheese calzone. Same thing. It was all soggy, but amazing. When I moved, I heard that it was just a food truck when I was in high school. After I moved, they opened up a store and they opened up their menu, and I never got a chance. I don't even know if it still exists anymore, but I never got a chance to go there. My friend would be like, "Dude, look at the menu of the calzones," and it was like $2 for a freaking. It was massive.
I love it.
Massive. Oh.
So you're from? My boss is from Everett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's from Everett. He was born. No, he was born in Italy, but he grew up in Everett.
Yeah, it
down
was
by Chelsea Place. He's from Everett.
Yeah, my parents still live there.
No way, huh?
Yeah.
I always say Waltham people, like of your generation, like they remind me of North Shore people a lot.
Yeah.
There's something
I
there.
would compare it.
There's something there.
100%, yep.
Because, you go next door to Newton, big difference. Big difference.
Oh, yeah.
Newton is, exactly, literally.
Newton.
Yeah, but no, the Waltham people, I'm around them a lot now, and there is something like there. I'm like,
I would say so, too.
Yeah, I'm like, you see the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fun.
And then Meffa.
I really
Meffa, Newton.
it's something weird. I'm being serious. I really hope you get the Survivor thing. It's like still sticking in the back of my head.
Oh,
I really do. I'm like imagining what
I'm like
watching you hanging from a helicopter. Like it's all in my head.
She's homies with Matt Damon. I want to see her in the new Odyssey movie.
No, seriously. Like what is going on?
With a shield and a sword.
What is going on? 600K views. Like hello. Somebody call her. Anyways,
I just something, But Sharon. I gotta tell you, let's see what happens. Good things happen to good people, and that's I treat people good, and I think that good things happen.
I hope.
Sharon, what topic? If you had to walk into another room right now and talk for 20 minutes on something, what could you do it without preparation?
I could probably talk about work. I could talk about animals. Food.
Okay.
Which I drive people crazy with, donuts like him. My roommate's like, we got to work in the morning sometimes. She's like, all right, we got to do a few things around the yard. I'm like, well, I got to go get something first. I got to Starbucks. I'm like, I got to drive for miles, or I got to go to the Big Y and get a glazed donut before I do anything.
Big
love it.
Food is it's so true. I drive people crazy. It's like, they hate. You know what's funny? It's like, talking back about you saying about a city girl too. So it's like, about Survivor, I'm like, I probably could do it because, so here I'm a city girl, and I met some new friends. They were from like Medway and Millis. For me, it was like, wow, Medway, this is like going to the country. I'm from Waltham, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it was like, and their family owned a camp up in Maine, like way, way up. And they're like, there's like no bathroom, no shower, no nothing. And they're like, what do you think, Sharon? You think you want to try it sometime? Everybody's like, you're not going to do it, Sharon. I'm like, I'll try it. It was tough packing the bag. But I'm not a fancy person. I don't do makeup, and I'm a very simple person. But I'm like, I'm going to do this. And I did it. I went there. I made my own shower. I'm telling you, I did. I survived, The family had like a secret bathroom. I had to break in. I'm like, there's no way I need a bathroom. But I did it. And that's it. I was able to live in the wild. I remember one time I just went up there, just me and a couple other people, and I was like, at nighttime, I was like, oh, wow. Listening to the coyotes and shit. I was scared shit. I was like,
no.
That's funny.
It happens to me where I live now, too, anyways.
What's something you wish you were better at?
Better at taking care of myself.
In what way?
Just better. Just treat myself a little bit better because I've always put people ahead of me. Yeah, like I'm out to I like helping people. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do things for somebody before I do something for myself. I think that'd probably be the one thing.
What's your favorite quote?
My favorite what?
Quote.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Time to make
America runs on time.
America runs on time.
Everybody hates when I say, trust me, or obviously. I would say, trust me, I got this. I say, trust me. I say that
trust
too
me
much.
It is. Okay, if you could time travel to the past or the future, you can't impact anything. You could just witness something. Which way are you going? What do you want to see?
What do I want to see?
Yeah.
Like an event. Something personal doesn't have to be. You can't go in and change anything. You're literally just a spectator. You're watching it.
Oh God, that's tough. That's a tough one, man.
His was the pyramids. Mine was the moon landing.
Yeah. I would say it would definitely be. Oh, you know what it'd be? Yeah. All right, very good. Like the what was that big concert when Queen and all them were there?
Live Aid.
Live Aid.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that was awesome.
All right.
100%. Oh yeah.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that I should have?
I think you have hit just about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've discussed everything, all the North Shore cuisine.
So, yeah. I seen like we connected.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the new bridge. I mean, you guys are definitely great. You guys are cool, very comfortable here. I think this is like awesome. I think we have a lot in common too. It's like you don't realize it until you talk to people. You know, and that's why I'm a people person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like people say that they take me with them. They're like, all right, Sharon, can you go with me? I'm like, why? Because you want me to talk. It's like, all right. And then sometimes like, you're talking too much, Sharon. I stop right there. A lot of people I told them I was coming to Sharon. Don't talk too much, please.
No, please
My
talk.
brother's like, no, you're not doing this.
Oh my
He knows
God.
you guys a lot, all right?
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I know them, all right? You better, don't talk too much, all right?
Now I want some damn steak tips. We came here talking about donuts, and I want steak. It's funny, when I first moved out, to like the burbs, and it was a day I wanted steak tips, and somebody was like, oh, I know this great place or whatever. And they brought me to this restaurant, and they tasted like shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, these are not good. They might be good for you guys, but these are not good. And it was the first time that I realized that there was a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. Yeah.
Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
It's the whoever they get the steak tips from. That's what it is.
Yeah, the meat, yeah, very good.
Because there's a place called McKinnon's in Everett. It's like
Oh, I
a
know
butcher
McKinnon's.
shop.
Yeah, I know McKinnon's. So obviously.
You go there to get your meat.
Yeah.
Home run,
Yeah,
whatever you get.
yeah,
Home
McKinnon's,
run.
yeah, very
McKinnon,
good.
It's a classic. I'm trying to think if there's another Duncan question I didn't ask you.
What are you gonna ask? You went
I
through
know.
everything on the
Yeah,
menu.
what
I went
better
through the
not
whole
be
menu.
about
I
donuts,
know.
all right?
Like I'm like trying to make sure. Yeah, I hit everything
I'm
on the
thinking
head.
about lunch today. I bought beef stew and soup because I haven't been feeling good, all right? I'm like, all
I
right.
came in prepared.
You're
Anyway.
picturing. I could tell you're picturing all the racks of donuts, and you're like, oh wait, what about this one over here on the bottom right?
No, literally. You know what? Listen, I like to know. I'm there every day. I like to
You know?
I'm cool with my Duncan crew. They know exactly who I am.
Yeah. Well, what about, Munchkins,
Yeah.
muffins?
rather have a donut.
You're a big donut guy.
Yeah,
huh?
Munchkins, I could eat the whole thing, and I'm like, I should just got a donut.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
one's never
yeah.
enough. You're going to eat like 7, and then
Yeah.
that's like 3 donuts. You know what I mean? So I just get a donut.
So you're a blueberry.
My order is medium iced coffee, 2 pump butter pecan, 3 blueberry shots.
Nice. Yeah.
Or I do 2 pump caramel, 3 coconut shot.
Oh, nice. Very good. Very
like
good.
that, right? And then
Yeah.
I do like the lattes.
Yep.
When I need something extra shot, I think Dunkin's corporate. I think this size, a medium, should be standard 3 shots, not 2. 2 doesn't do enough. It's still milky.
Very
I
good.
think 3 shots should be the new standard, but that's just me. I always do an extra shot.
But they're changing a lot of their espresso machines now.
They need to.
Like we have the one that we have in Fresh Pond is basically the one Starbucks has. So they're really pushing to get all the franchisees to switch out, which they are.
Because I know when I go to different ones, I know when
You can see
which
the difference.
espresso machine is not the same. That's why the coffee, I normally stick to coffee. When I'm in the mood for a latte at Dunkin', I get one, but I can tell when the espresso machine is the old one.
Very good. Yeah, very good. Good point. And then I'll have a cappuccino now. But I can't have it in a paper cup. When I have a cappuccino,
glass
I have to
cup.
have a
Why
mug.
paper
I gotta have a mug.
Yeah,
I gotta have
why?
a glass
Enjoy
mug like I'm
yourself.
at the cafe in the North End.
Enjoy yourself. Why not? You know what I mean?
And put the cinnamon on top.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trust me. Anyways.
Yeah.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Are you sure?
I'm not. I'll come to your store.
Come visit. You guys better come visit.
I'll hang out. I really will. I'm being dead serious. I'd love to go and just make my own. I really would.
I gotta tell you, you guys are fun.
He's
You
gonna
guys
be
are great.
The
I
Sunday
mean, I gotta
morning
tell you.
old man. I'm telling
Yes,
you,
I'm gonna
be part
turn
of
into the
old man
Sunday
crew.
morning man.
You know,
Yeah.
and I want a picture with you guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
hell yeah. We're
Yeah,
gonna get
let
a
me tell you,
picture.
because my roommate loves you guys. All right, let me tell you,
Absolutely.
she couldn't believe it. She's like, "You better be eating those blueberries and get there today." All right, I'm like, "Don't worry, Ramiro." I'm like, "Don't worry, relax. I got it.
That's classic. Thank you for coming in, Sharon. This was fun.